Welcome to Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Welcome to Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. I am rocking with my boy, Duval. I am your host, Keysha. I hope y'all having a great day. Hit the like button as you walk in the door. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and donate as you see fit. Please support us in this journey to cover the truth. I want to say hi to some of my people in the chat. I know y'all been waiting patiently. What's up, Dre Stewart? What's up, Donna C? What's up, Faithfully Yours? ADP, what's up, my girl? What's up, M. Nicole? What's up, Live, Laugh, Love 1259? Faithfully Yours. I see you, Sharice De Jesus, June Brown. I see y'all in the building. Thank you for being on time. I hope you having a great day, Duval. Are you here and accounted for, or are you still running around?
Running around last minute, I probably went to the pharmacy that was close to me, but they said they didn't have my medicine, so I had to go to another one. They had my medicine, and that was the reason why. But I still made it on time. Just we couldn't really discuss what we need to discuss.
I don't think I can put that on the screen. I'm sorry. I had to go get me some Zyrtec. My allergies are kicking up. I'm feeling some type of way. Anyway, I'm feeling some type of way. But I hope, I hope you got the right medication because I don't want you clicking out.
Bingo. It's just as
Right.
long as I ain't been harassed, I'm all right.
Me too. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're not going to even go down that road because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am not cut out for those type of shenanigans. But anyway,
Yes, ma'am.
but anyway, we are here in the building. We gonna be what my boy said last night. Positivity, positivity, Duval. That's all we need to worry about is positivity. Hold
Yeah.
on, I'm messing with stuff because you know how I do. I don't know why I just didn't leave the thing alone. Just go, I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, you trying
Uh
to be like you trying to be like Justin Timberlake and NSYNC. You want to be in the center of attention. I got you.
yeah. First of all, I actually was trying to click the right thing, but it's too many setups up in here. That's the thing. And then, I should have did that before, but anyway, here we go. I figured it out. All right. Deval, I got something for you. Yeah, I'm the gift that keeps on giving. I do got something for you. It's a present.
That sounds like herpes, but okay, come on.
Mhm. Do you want
I want it. I need herpes. You don't got a choice. You know what I'm saying? It come
it?
when it come. Just can't
You
trigger it.
almost made me spit out my damn poppy. Shut up. No good nigga. No, I got something for the ball and I got something for the chat. I got something for the chat because my favorite, people be out here just running their mouth before things be said and done. We gonna get into this real quick. Because we ain't gonna give her too much time, but I had to get her for the ball because the ball's in love with her. So, I need him. Candace Parker's out here talking the ball and she talking right to you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let me turn up the volume. Yeah, the ball. I want you to make sure you ready so you can talk and listen to your girl Candace.
So, who would you say are your top 5 teams after week 1?
No particular order. I think Dallas really looked
they
good.
did.
Fernandez has them. I love the way that he is utilizing Paige and Enrique. So I would say Dallas. I would say New York. I would say Vegas. I would say you all. And I would say the Mercury are my top 5.
All right, Slay
teams.
Queen.
Did I miss?
Nope.
Did I
no,
miss
that sounds great.
anybody?
I love that list. So, who would you say are your top like 5
One more
teams
time.
after week 1?
No particular order. I think Dallas really looked
they
good.
did.
Fernandez has them. I love the way that he is utilizing Paige and Enrique. So I would say Dallas. I would say New York. I would say Vegas. I would say you all. And I would say the Mercury.
Duval. She said those are her top 5 teams. She ain't mentioned the Dream. You know, I guess maybe we top 6.
I guess.
What you got to say about this?
You see that face?
Is she still being shady?
That's a face of a hating ass bitch. I'm gonna be honest with you. Both of them. You cannot tell me that a team that has defense that suffocates people the way that they do is not in the top 5. And they just beat the Wings last night. Had it worse. Go ahead.
To be fair, she did this before that game last night. So this is not aging too good. But go ahead.
It's still stupid. Because the Fever lost, and they gave up 104 points. They ain't even put up a fight. They can't play defense. You know what I'm saying? They quote-unquote best player is a turnover machine, and people start to question her ass, I mean. But we'll get to that.
Yeah,
and like I said again, this team can't defend to save their life. The Mercury, like I said, they pretty decent, but then they lost last night to Olivia Miles of the Minnesota Lynx.
They did.
The Aces got their ass blown out. You know what I'm saying? New York Liberty lost to a expansion team that tried to tank.
Yeah, to the Fire last night.
Only thing I can say is she trying to appeal to, you know, Aaliyah Boston, her pop belly ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, her pop belly face ass. And see, that's why I look at Candace Parker face. You know what I'm saying? You know how Pinocchio, when you lie, your face, your nose get longer? Her face get longer when she lie about the Dream and Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like, it's pathetic at this point, man. It's pathetic that this woman hates this other girl so much because she's so much popular than her. She never got, this was a superstar. We look at that, a superstar right here, a legend. And she never got the love, adulation, and vindication. And, you know what I'm saying, appreciation like Angel Reese got. And that's what bothers the hell out of them. Angel Reese get love like she a legend. She's an A-list celebrity, and they cannot handle that. People like her cannot handle that. Because why did I get passed over? And that's what people like Candace Parker, you know what I'm saying, that's what their true feelings is. And that's why they constantly shade their own. And when I mean their own African-American woman. She shading her every chance she get for white dollars. You still got that broke-ass finger that nobody don't care about. Look at, well, go back. Watch your finger when she do a 5-5-team. Watch that goddamn finger. That finger look like she fingered. That girl look like she fingered a woman wrong, and that shit just got infected. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. Watch.
Didn't she go? I'm about to play it again. Did she go? Did you catch the part where she asked Leah Boston, "Did I miss anybody?"
Yeah, you know, Leah Boston, elephant face ass said nope.
So, who would you say are your top like 5 teams after week 1?
No particular order. I think Dallas really looked
they
good.
did.
Fernandez has them. I love the way that he is utilizing
Look at her
Paige
finger,
and
watch.
Enrique. So I would say Dallas. I would say New York. I would say Vegas. I would say you all. And I would say the Mercury are my top 5.
All right, Slay Queen.
Did I miss?
Nope.
No, you ain't missed nobody, Candace. You ain't missed nobody.
You know what I'm saying? You seen that
You
finger?
ain't missed nobody, Candace. You right. You got it.
You know what I'm saying? You seen that finger? Look like somebody karate kicked that bitch.
She said, "I can't do it." I can't
Look
do
like
it.
somebody karate kicked that bitch, man. Stop it.
My hands ain't flexible. Like I can't do it.
Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And like I said, Aaliyah Boston, she a hater also. Think about this. How you think she feel? She
But you
supposed to
know
be a,
what?
go
You
ahead.
know, I would just say this. I'm gonna give her a little pass. You know why I give her a little pass? Because she's supposed to hate. She on the other team. And she tried to knock Angel and her team off her perch. But this chick right here is supposed to be giving it to her straight. Now, everybody in the sports land, I mean the whole sports land, Duval, got the dream 3, 4, whatever they got. They all got them in the top 5. And
Yep.
she brings her, I don't know, sadly looking stuff up here, acting like she don't know that. Even if she didn't like somebody on the team, what is your justification at this moment that you wouldn't have them in the top 5?
Aaliyah Boston look like the definition of an African booty scratcher. For boys in the hood. When they say African booty scratcher, you didn't know what that was until you see a Aaliyah Boston ugly ass face today.
See, you was always, I thought you was about to come with some analysis, and you over here with these jokes. I ain't got time for you. Let me get the money. Thank you, Live, Laugh, Love, 12.59 for the $2 super chat. You ruined my B-day with that foolish lady. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, live, laugh, love.
Happy birthday. I mean, come on.
Happy birthday. Now, for your birthday praise, you gotta stay up and watch the Sky game with Bro Claude and Keysha.
That's gonna probably send them more to never mind. Anyway, but yeah, Candace, do better. But I feel like I be saying that every other month. So
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you, Candace.
We'll move off of this, but like I said, it's sad to me that this is a legend. We should be celebrating her. And because she's not getting the love that a number 7 pick in 2024 draft gotten, it burns her to her soul. It make her have diarrhea. That's how bad she hate this woman. Like, it's not Angel's fault that her fans love her. It's not Angel's fault that she have her own fan base. It's not Angel's fault that she is propped up like she's Jasmine Crockett and Michelle Obama. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not Angel's fault that she more popular in Asia. So what? Get over it. Y'all didn't build y'all fan base. Y'all didn't have the personality to gravitate to the masses. Y'all did not have the gravitas, you know what I'm saying, the aura that people respect and love you to the point where they follow you wherever you go. Think about this. This is what the sad part is. She barely get a podcast that do 100,000 views. That's Angel floor. Think about that for a second. That's her floor. They barely get 100,000 views on any video. Angel Reese floor is that. Angel got 1 million views video. Top 10 podcasts according to the complex. That's what they resentful of. That's why that girl, I ain't even call Angel a girl, but that's why that woman said, ain't about Caitlin Clark, it's about me too. Because she ain't the only A-list celebrity in the WNBA. Angel Reese is an A-list celebrity too. And they just mad that the A-list celebrity is a black woman that they never expected. They knew the white woman would be, A-list celebrity because, like I said, the media and the corporate pushing her because they want her to be the face of the WNBA because they want to get as much money as possible when it comes to sponsorship, when it comes to the WNBA product, and they felt like they would get that more if a white woman is a representation than
the face of the league.
Black woman.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Because we know what they feel about black women and LGBT
the alphabet crew. Yes.
Community.
Yes.
It's 2026, but a lot of people still uncomfortable privately with those two entities being the face of anything.
They are.
But a straight
That's just the reality.
But a straight Caucasian woman, they feel so comfortable with that. They feel like American Pie when that white woman is the face of the WNBA. So that's why this heifer-ass hater over here, looking like Oscar the Grouch, she can't hate on Caitlyn because she know the game. She know the play. But what she did,
she know.
she know the play with her. What she didn't know is, and what she didn't realize, and what she didn't believe was, the black woman too? How's that happen? And I'm going to say one last thing, then we'll move on.
Mm-hmm.
They said Michael Jordan was so great that he put 2 people in the Hall of Fame. Him and Scottie Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese aura and what she did in that moment was so powerful. She made 2 A-list celebrities out of that day. Her and Caitlyn. If we gonna lie about that,
No, we're not going.
her and Caitlyn. She made 2 A-list celebrities that day after that moment. Not just her, just Caitlyn. She made 2 people popular. Herself and Caitlyn Clark.
I would tell you this, Candace. You see Asia Wilson? Asia Wilson said, "Hey, Angel, I'm coming to the Met Gala too, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get in on this. I ain't trying to hate at all. Do your thing, baby girl, and let me know if anything come up that you might think I want to be a part of. Smooth, love you."
Mm-hmm. And she was smart for that. But my only problem with Angel Wilson is this. You 2 years too late. You should have got in on it at the rookie.
Let me tell you something. That don't mean you can't catch up, because I've seen people catch up.
That's true. That's true.
It don't make no difference. You can start. My mama used to say all the time, you can start anytime. You can start a diet anytime.
Yes.
You can start doing right anytime. You can stop
Yes.
cheating on your wife anytime.
Yes.
You can get right.
But I think she'd be so much further ahead if she would did it from the beginning.
Of course.
Like I said, she should have. Go ahead.
NIL actually taught these younger ones
How to market.
faster than the older ones. It never crossed their mind because they were so used to, you know how you be in the same mindset because that's how you came up. It takes you a while to pivot. You know how I can just tell you about my mom. It take her a while to try new things, and I'd be like, "Girl," and she'd be like, "You know how easy that is? You know they got But she told me the other day, AI gonna try to kill us all." Then she said, "But I used it the other day to craft the email. You know how quickly that thing did it?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, mama, you know, it's a tool you can use. I get where you was coming from before, but you could use it." She was like, "Yeah, you know." But sometimes you be stuck in your ways, you know, until you see these young people and you like, "Oh, okay, let me get in on this."
It's just like with Asia, I guess she was so used to being ignored that she kept her head down. And then she seen a double judge, James, and she was, you know how you do that hesitation when you do that double judge? There you go, Keysha. Go ahead and do it, Keysha. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you doing it. She tried to line it up, but it took 2 years later. Like you jump in there immediately, Asia. You could have got your thing.
Well,
But
you know, sometimes you be scared. You know, fear. You're like, can I do it? Well, you know, these people gonna talk about me crazy. And, you know what I mean? I'm scared. You know, so fear be a lot of it too.
Yeah, ain't did that shit immediately. Okay, you wait. Did her double judge thing, and now she come behind her. I'm like, damn, Asia, you could have been did it. You could have. On
the flip side, then you got Sophie Cunningham out here.
Post a nude. God damn it.
No, we're not going down that road. We're not going, because I every time I saw it on my timeline, I kept scrolling.
I was about to say, I thought that was just for the owner. No?
Yeah.
Now everybody can get a turn, I guess.
I saw that Sophie Cunningham and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. Never mind. That's neither here nor there. That is another topic for another day. But you know, I've seen a couple of people on Twitter talking about if y'all keep suggesting this on my timeline, I'm gonna start blocking y'all. I was rolling.
I, I wish I could talk to Candace Parker. I'm gonna ask her. Do you still think Angel in that C tier with Cam Brink? Cause Cam
You
Brink's a
think
bust.
she'd come on the podcast?
She should. But she probably won't because of me, because I roasted too many times. But she should. But that was because I asked her. I'm like, you still think Angel in that C tier with Cam Brink, who is a bust, and the coach benched her? I just want to know. Choir mind want to know.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
go ahead.
we move on. That was the gift for my boy Duval, just to get the juices flowing. Usually, if I give him a gift, before we get going, he start talking loud. As soon as he saw that girl face, he was done. He was over with. You know how he do. All right, chat. We about to talk about a little bit about the game last night. We also gonna talk about whether we think Angel Reese is being used the right way offensively. But let me get my screen up for the game last night. The Dream do win in Dallas, and they just love Duval. They just love spoiling the other team's home opener, huh? They did it to the Lynx. They did, they did it to the Dream. They did it to the Wings. The Wings fall 72-77. But really and truly, I know it seems like it's only 5 points, but really and truly, in the second half, the Dream put the foot on the gas to meet Duval, and they never really looked back. Angel Reese ended up with a stat line of 12 points, 16 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. She had 8 offensive rebounds, Duval.
More than
Alicia, yes. Alicia Gray was still doing Alicia Gray things. She come in that third quarter and she goes off 9 of 20, 26 points, 4 rebounds. Jordan Canada had a great game, even though she was on skates. She still had a great game. 8 of 15, 19 points, 7 rebounds for the little bitty Jordan Canada, 5 assists, 3 steals. But we're gonna talk about some of the things that we didn't too much like. One thing I will say, Duval, before we get into it, 2 teams, to me, this is my quick take on this game. 2 teams look like they lived and died by the 3. It's just that the Dream have their defense they can lean back on.
Yes.
When when they shooting themselves out of the game. What you think? Because I said earlier in the game when we was calling it, they shooting themselves out the game. 33 threes they put up. 9 of 33. The Wings put up 26 and they only hit 4 of them. But the Dream, that defense will, even when they shooting themselves out of games, it'll keep them in games. So I need to know, because we talking about this. In your opinion,
yes.
Do you think they using Angel right in the offense?
Play the video clip first. And
I can play it.
Why you put that up? I'm gonna say this about the game last night. I've been watching the WNBA fully for 3. This will be my 3rd year. If I don't do the player club on other games like y'all do, I still watch.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, this defense is the best I've seen since I watched the WNBA. It's the best. Like I never seen a defense like this where, you know what I'm saying? I can resend it to you if you need me to.
Oh, I thought I had it. You keep cooking.
I never seen a defense like this that could just suffocate you when they want to. It's like after halftime, they just make it in their mind, we finna suffocate you in the second half, and they just choke the life out of you. Like I said, people don't understand. It would have been 69 points if Paige Pecker wouldn't have hit that lucky ass 3 After,
Right at the end of the game. Yeah.
that garbage time 3. So you talk 69 points. And so it's just like, at the end of the day, man, this defense is like, it's something serious. It's something that, you know what I'm saying, it could really take them far into places if you know what I'm saying, even when things are down. Just my only concern about this defense is this. When your weak link is Jordan Kendall and she's a good defender herself, that's a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have, man. Man, that's a good problem to have. It's just like
And this team still don't have Bree Jones, and
Bree Jones is better defender than Nas Hemmer.
right.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That should take it up a notch. Now I know she's gonna be coming off injury, but still, they look pretty darn good even without Bree Jones.
Yeah. Hey, Keysha, I'm gonna send you the shorter version so you don't have to search for it.
Oh, you don't want the whole thing? Okay.
Nah. We can just use the shorter version because I know we got other stuff to cover.
Let me see how long this is. Oh, okay.
I sent you the shorter version, so we'll get right to it.
All right. Let me know when it comes.
Yeah, I got you. You got it now?
He looks so different on camera.
Yeah.
I was like, is he in the light?
Yeah,
I was like, his light be different. All right, here we go. All right.
Yeah, that's the shorter one.
Bigger.
What is Atlanta doing with Angel Reese on offense? And again, I'm telling you again, I understand it's a second game. We have to talk about it. And if it changes, we'll talk about it because there's a lot of factors that go into it. One, just getting here in Atlanta, the comfortability of that. Two, Bree Jones, when she comes back, how does that change this? Obviously, this is not like not someone's going to come off the bench when Bree Jones comes back. That is what's expected here, and you'll move Angel to the 4. But tonight, I saw Angel Reese standing right here, froze in a 3-point stance. That's not like, can Angel take the ball from the perimeter and rip and go through and get to the rim? Yes. But is that what you trade multiple first-round picks for Angel Reese for? I want to see her in the paint, and it doesn't have to be post-ups. It doesn't have. It can still involve movement on the perimeter, whether it's cutting through, whether it's pick and rolls. There was just too many possessions for me where I felt like Angel Reese was standing on the perimeter, and it seemed like that is what she was asked to do. And that is not something I can get with. It just simply isn't. That is not something that you ask Angel Reese to do. I completely understand trying to grow her game. And eventually, if she can stand up there and knock down a 3 and do that consistently, that is fantastic. And that is what I hope to see happen with her being under Karl Smesko in Atlanta. Until that happens at a consistent basis, that should not be the point of having Angel Reese on your team. That should be a cherry on top of having Angel Reese on your team. This is one of the greatest rebounders already in her career, one of the greatest rebounders the WNBA has ever seen, and you're putting her out here on the perimeter. And Atlanta's going to shoot the ball. They're going to shoot. Why would you not want to have a Hall of Fame cleaner upper down there in the paint? So in terms of how you get her down there, there's ways to be flexible and there's ways to do it differently that can still be in the form and the motion of what Atlanta wants to do offensively, whether it's setting screens or cutting. But the end result needs to be whenever a shot's going up, more often than not, Angel Reese needs to be able to be in position to go get a rebound and go put it back up because that is what she does best.
All right. Duval.
Great reporter. I met him, talked to him a few times. Great insight. I ain't the only one that called Angel Reese a Hall of Famer, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So, you know, so people don't think I'm a fangirl. I'm tripping.
Oh, here we go.
Now,
Go.
first what he's saying. He's right, but his anger is at the wrong person. I'm going to tell you why. I'm gonna bring this to football for a second. I'm going to bring this to Trevor Lawrence, right? First half of the season, the offense wasn't clicking the way it's supposed to be clicking. But when you look at the film, it wasn't that the coach wasn't calling wide open plays. Them plays were wide open. It just wasn't executed. That's Trevor Lawrence. Now, the second half, everything took off like it's supposed to because now everything was executed at a high level. I'm going to relate this to this situation. I seen times when Angel Reese cut to the hole, had post-up position, wide open. Karl Smesko got her wide open. That's not the issue. This ain't a Tyler Moss situation where it's cluttered and, you know what I'm saying, it's no offensive identity. This ain't a Teaspoon situation where the offense didn't exist.
Right.
I see her wide open. I see her design plays to get her wide open, pick and roll action. Like sometimes they'll do double, triple pick and roll situations with Angel Reese and another big pick and roll after her.
Got it.
The execution part is what's missing. I put that on Ryan Howard, number one, first and foremost. Just like I said last night, and I'm saying it today. Ryan Howard will open herself up more with wide open looks if she start facilitating the basketball instead of shooting it when she first get it. Can we say that?
Yes.
Because her mindset is as soon as she gets it, just shoot it. But the problem is, other teams know that too. And that's why when you see when somebody go through a pick, like when Angel tried to do a pick and roll with Ryan Howard, you see they go over the pick. They don't go underneath the pick. They go over the pick because they know Ryan Howard's going to shoot it.
Right.
But if Ryan Howard had the mentality, hey, I'm going to dump it off the Angel a few times, then some of those teams will go under the pick because they'll play the role instead of playing her. And that will get her wide open looks. So Ryan Howard needs to evolve her game, where she start to be a passer as well. That way, it will open her up with more open looks, and she won't feel like the shots are forced. That's on her. Elisa Gray need to do the same thing, but not as much. She need to kind of open up her game as well with the pass first mentality, and so is Jordan Canada, because Jordan Canada, it's gonna be a lot of days she's not gonna be a scoring threat. But she could be an assist threat when she slashes to the hole and she take that one step that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of teams in the league don't have. That quick first step. She got it. She just got to utilize it and finish with, you know what I'm saying, instead of just trying to finish around the basket, but finish with a pass as well. Make yourself a dual threat, Jordan Canada. So that's why I would say, yes, he is right. But his message is blamed at the wrong person. It's blamed at Karl Smesko. Karl Smesko did his job. I'm seeing plays where he designing pick and roll action with Angel Reese and she is wide open. A lot.
Gotcha.
That's not Karl Smesko's fault. He did his job. It's on the players to change their mentality and say, okay, maybe that time we need to dump this off so we can open up the defense more. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Chicago Sky situation last year where everybody knows Angel Reese is the primary and the focal point of the offense. So they crashing in on Angel Reese and daring everybody else to shoot on the outside. We have the personnel. Now you just got to switch the mentality. That means you got to go away from the three-point shooting. That means you just got to give a team another option to think about what else is behind door number two. If they thinking it's just one door, they just going to play the one door. What option do you give them? But if there's a door number two, then they got to think, which door I want to go through? Door number one, door number two. So that's why when it comes to Angel in this offense, that's why people from the Angel fans was complaining because they see she was wide open. They just was missing her. And at some point, the players on the court got to take a comment and say, hey, I have to do better. I have to see what I need to see when this play is called by Karl Smesko. Like I said, I'm not going to blame Karl Smesko. He's doing the job. I see the play actions where Angel had wide open looks and wide open in the paint, and the pass was not getting there.
Right.
They fall in love with the three too much. And sometimes you just got to change your mindset in order for you to take the next step to be a championship level team. Go ahead, Keysha.
And what I said last night, to your point, I said not only not getting to her, but not getting to Nas either as well. And it's almost like, because we already know whatever's going on that court, Angel gonna get it out the mud.
Yes.
But Nas was kind of like, even though she missed all her shots, but when her shots came, it just seemed like they were not in rhythm. They were not in a designed play. I don't know what's going. It felt like to me sometimes the ball stops, like you said with Ryan House. She can get kind of like ISO and just stay out there on the perimeter and just launch up threes. And sometimes she affects Gray sometimes, and then you'll see Gray do a course correct during the game. Right?
Second half.
I need Ryan Howard to do a course correct during the game, especially if you see the it's one thing if the threes are falling in.
Yes.
But it's another thing if they're not falling in, run the play as it is designed, hit the open player, and get the assist for the same and get the assist. So I agree with you. I think Ryan Howard was probably in a mode of doing she doing it herself, but she got to understand she don't have to do it all herself.
No.
Her and Alicia Gray don't have to do it all herself. And I attribute that to, like I said last night, I attribute that to chemistry. It's like everybody's out there on an island amongst themselves, and you got this big piece running down the court like, I'm here, y'all, just in case y'all need me.
Yeah. I would say this, a couple things. To Ryan Howard's defense, last year you had Brittany Griner. Clearly ain't the player she once was.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Now you feel like it has to be on you. You know what I'm saying? This is what Ryan Howard has to understand. Because you fit into the narrative when you play this way. Angel Reese ain't Ben Wallace. Angel Reese is more Dwight Howard. Great defender, offensively flawed, but is capable of scoring.
Yes.
This ain't a Ben Wallace situation where you're playing 4-on-5.
No.
And
She can score.
Yeah, so that's why the team have to change their mentality, especially when the three's not falling. Sometimes you got to get the inside working so the outside can work. And just to tell you how unselfish Angel is, Angel got 8 offensive rebounds. I know for a fact, 4 of the offensive rebounds, she could have went back up, but she passed it out. She passed it back out to the paint. She passed it back out to the, to the three-point area to let the team reset the offense. That's what the mindset that Ryan Howard in particular had to have as well. Okay, if my three-point shooting ain't falling, okay, let me course correct and do other things to get myself involved. Let me get other people involved so at the end I can get myself involved once, I open things up. That's where you have to understand. You have to read the room. That's what y'all women say. Read the room.
Read the room, yeah.
Sometimes you have to read the room. Ryan Howard, if your stuff ain't working early, get other people involved so we can get you working late. Because you're playing 37 minutes.
37 minutes.
So you get opportunities. Go ahead.
Do you know to his my guy's point on the screen, Nas Hillman, well, before I say what I was about to say, Nas Hillman played 36 minutes and she had 1 point. 36 minutes?
She did.
To my guy's point, what do you think about Angel Reese camping out on the perimeter when they putting up all these threes and she's not in the paint? Now, a lot of times she adjusts and get to the paint to get it to the tune of however many rebounds she had yesterday.
Yeah.
But what do you feel? What do you feel about them hoisting up them 30 some odd threes without they cleanup woman in the paint?
I would say this. I have mixed reviews on this. And the reason why I say I have mixed reviews on this because I kind of understand why Angel wants to be out of the three-point line. She want to expand her game. She want to create a new narrative about what she's capable of being, especially when she wanted to let people know her upside is so much more than what y'all put her in. Y'all trying to tight box her. Y'all try to tight cast her, not tight box, tight cast her. And she feel like she could be so much more than that. And I always felt like for the last 2 years, Angel is having the mentality, I don't want to get hurt again. Even though she's the greatest to ever do it, but she feel like that coming at a cost of injuries. She feel like a lot of her injuries that she had is coming in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So let me not be in the paint as much because I don't want to get hurt as much because I want to be out there for my team.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a missing motion for how Angel want to play. I don't think that's a Karl Smesko, say decision to keep her out in the paint. I think that's an Angel decision and Karl Smesko, saying supports it.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's an Angel decision. That's not Karl Smesko's decision. And then I'm going to go back to Nas Hillman just for a second.
Go ahead.
I remember we called this out on Game Action. They ran a play for Nas Hillman 4 straight times.
They did.
So it wasn't Karl Smesko.
You just missed them.
Yeah, it wasn't Karl Smesko lack of opportunities of Nas Hillman not getting, her points or her, contributions on the offensive end. Because they ran play for her. It just ain't happened. That's why I say it comes down to.
Her shot wasn't falling. No, it wasn't falling.
Yeah, that's why I say it comes down to execution. It comes down to when they look at film, and when Ryan Howard look at film, Ryan Howard just have to be an evaluator of herself, a self-corrector, a person that could be honest with themselves and say, hey, what more can I do to help this team win without, saying, if my shot is not falling? It's not just defense that can help the team win, because she's doing that well.
Yeah, she is.
What if I become a driver of the, basketball and try to go to the paint and try to create fouls for, so I can get to the free throw line? What if I, also be a driver of the basketball and looking to pass first to get other teams involved to make, other teams honest of what we can do on offense? That's something that Ryan Howard have to do if she want to take that next step to be that top 10 to top 5 player. Now, Alicia Gray is already that. Ryan Howard got the potential to be there if she changed the mentality of how she play offense at times.
Look, I would say that I agree with what you're saying, what you said earlier about Angel Reese. I don't think she want to be left in that box. I think she want to be like the rest of her teammates. Because if you really look at that starting 5, even though they shot horribly from the 3, all of them took 3s. Nas Hillman was 0 for 3. Angel was 0 for 1. Alicia Gray was 4 of 9. Canada was 3 of 7 from 3. But Ryan Howard was 1 of 9 from the 3-point line. And that's the point when you got to, and she played 37 minutes. That's the point, to your point, when you say you got to self-correct Ryan Howard and start being a facilitator, because she know how to do that too. Playmaker, or slash into the basket, or something else besides jacking up 3 after 3 and your shot is not falling.
Because, like I said, it's one thing if this was one game. I say, okay, it's a bad game. Like I say, let's see how the next game is. This 2 games straight like this. It's 2 games straight like this where Ryan Howard, you was a liability on offense because your 3 shot wasn't falling and you wasn't offering nothing else.
Right.
And I'm saying this, Ryan Howard, because now I'm not saying this to criticize Ryan Howard. I'm saying this because I know she got so much more to offer. She don't need to be type. Yeah, she don't need to be typecast either.
No.
There's so much more she can offer to a team from an offensive standpoint besides if her shot is not falling. Sometimes it's just okay, let me do the pick and roll action and with the idea of dumping it off.
Yes.
Let me make teams have to make a decision. Right now, teams don't have to make a decision because the decision already made. They say, you know what? We know you're going to shoot it, Ryan Howard, so we're going to go over the pick instead of under the pick, and we're going to leave Angel wide open because you ain't going to pass it. And that's where Ryan Howard got to say, you know what? Let me self-correct that. Let me make them honor Angel Reese in the roll action. Let me make them honor Nas Hillman in the roll action because at some point when they start honoring that, now I got these wide open looks. Now the shot's gonna fall, and now you not pressing to hit these 3-point shots. Cause I think part of the problem is she pressing too much.
Yeah,
she's pressing to try to make these 3-point shots falling because she feel like she's in a shooting slump,
a little baby slump. Yeah,
but you don't have to press if you make the defense guess what you're trying to do. Now you control the action. The action don't control you. And that's where the difference between Ryan Howard last year and Ryan Howard could be this year if she choose to make that growth.
Yeah. I mean, look, hey, I agree because this game, like I say, she was 1 for 9 from three, and the opening day,
Mm-hmm.
she was 3 of 7, so she's 4 of 16 right now from the 3-point land
Mm-hmm.
in 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, go ahead.
As I said, we could be talking about her and her shooting slump like we talk about Caitlin. But the difference is, Ryan Howard defense is an asset, a great asset.
Yes.
Like I said on defense, the dream is like the killer bees. They will sting the shit out you. I'm telling you, it's the best I've ever seen. With, you know what I'm saying, the 3 years I watched, you know, say WNBA basketball full time, and I seen all the teams. I seen even Valkyries who had the #1 ranked defense last year. It wasn't like this. It wasn't to a point where they could suffocate you. This team in the second half, when they making their mind in the second half, okay, no more. It be no more.
They were suffocating the Wings.
Yes.
A team that just scored 107 points 2 or 3 days before felt suffocated in their own building.
Yes. And that same thing. They did the same thing to the Lynx. They suffocated them. They put those they're 19 down and they just said no more. And they put the screws on and they came back twice. It's just like it's like when they play the defense that they play, it's like scoring points is like pulling teeth.
And they had no answer. They had no answer for Angel Reese.
No.
None whatsoever. Not on the glass.
No.
Not when she was. They had no answer for her. Not with her action. Not with her athleticism coming. It was like when they saw her get a full head of steam. They was like, "Oh hell!" Poor Alana Smith, Lord Jesus. Alana Smith, Dallas. Them people gonna be asking for that money back in a minute.
Yeah, it is. Ain't no refund though. Ain't no refund.
Look, we're gonna give you 10 games like we do, right, tomorrow?
Ain't no
There's
refund.
only been 2. There's only been 2, Alana Smith, and I know you wearing a Batman mask, and I sympathize with you because Asia cracked your nose. I get it. But them people might they might, come and garnish your wages or something because you out there looking bad, man. You looking like you were just a product of Cheryl Reeve's system. You look bad, man.
You know what?
You supposed to be defensive player of the year last year.
You know what Alana Smith agent gonna say?
He got his money.
They gonna say Blackjack no trade backs.
Right.
Y'all gotta deal with that. Money. Blackjack no trade backs.
And people hold on before you finish. I heard people on Twitter talking about they should have put why they ain't try to leave your rule. Leave your rule gonna do with Angel Reese.
Not a goddamn thing.
What's wrong with y'all Wings fans?
But they gotta try something. But I'm gonna tell you how I want to get back to their defense. I'm gonna tell you how great their defense is. When you go to a pick and roll action, if you're an offensive team that playing against them, it's not like last year when you know you can't go to Angel Reese side. You know what I'm saying? You just wasting your time. So you say, hey, Camilla, we ain't seen you in a while. Let's come over there and have a good time. So you can go over there. But with this team, now it's like choosing the worst of the two evils. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you're choosing between Jason and Frankie Cougar. And Angel Freddy Cougar. But now it's him and Jason. Now she's a great defender too. So it's like, hey, what you gonna do? I mean, you got to pick somewhere. That team just go ahead.
Look, that's why they're a championship contending team, Duval, because if they ever be all clicking on all cylinders, they could be anybody in this league.
Lights out. That's why teams just you said their teams were just jacking up a lot of threes. No, in the second half, that's all you got. Once the Dream say, you know what, no more, that's the only shot you got. You can't go through pick and roll on either side because they shut all that shut down. So the only shot you got is the 3-point shot. That's why I say the only reason why I can't say they championship favorites right now, because my only concern is how does Jordan Cannon defend against bigger guards? That's still a question.
True.
And she a great defender herself. Like I said, she made all first team all defense just in 2023.
She gonna have to if she have a bad matchup, she gonna have to counteract it with offense.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can see.
Because it's only so many times where you could just say, Alicia Gray, you compensate for Jordan Kendall and you stick the bigger guard. Because a lot of these teams got 2-3 guards and forwards that, capable of scoring. So at some point, Jordan Kendall got to put a big girl panties on it, just like, hey, I got to do my part. Or if not, then you got to go to Papa and say, hey, because Papa better defend them than Jordan Kendall at this time. Just Papa just undisciplined, and she get foul trouble too much. But she defends her ass off. Now, if Papa was in the game, this is not an issue. But at the same time, until Papa could get to the point where she could be a disciplined defender and not get baited into these fouls, then we have to depend on Jordan Kendall to do her part. And she can't do her part if the bigger guards feel like they could just dominate her and just and use her aggression against her. And that's where, at the same time, where she has to grow as a defender and say, okay, let me give them limited options. Let me not play them as aggressively and just keep them in front of me. Make them have to make a decision and shoot.
Stay with it. The reason why, in my opinion, Jordan Canada starts on this team is because of this reason. Yes, sometimes she get beaten, she undersized as a defender. That is just going to happen because she's not the longest player in the world. But I think because he's got two guards that if you let them camp out at the 3-point line, they'll do it.
Yes.
The other guard he has in Jordan Canada is a slasher.
Yes.
And at least he got some slashing going on while the threes are flying.
Yes.
I think that's why this team, and of course she paid her dues, don't get me wrong, but I think because I love Papa, don't get me wrong, but she can't, when them two guards is out there just throwing them the buckets up, she's not a type, she's like a spot up shooter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Whereas Jordan Canada kind of gives you, I can slash, I can change direction, I can dump off, you know what I'm saying? To where she allows Alicia Gray and mainly Ryan Howard be able to stay out there out there in no man's lane. What do you think?
I would add on to what you're saying, because I know exactly what you're saying. I'm going to say it for you. Jordan Canada have playmaking capabilities that Papa don't have at this time. Papa on offense is very limited as far as making the defense have to honor her when it comes to, like I said, playing the shot or taking it to the basket, which Jordan Canada can do very well. But at the same time, I just want to make this clear. I'm not advocating for Jordan Canada to be benched. I'm just saying, for them to be a championship type of team, would them be a championship favorite, because they're a championship contender. But them to be the favorite, she has to do her part defensively, where they don't say, okay, we can't attack nothing else, but we can attack her. That can't happen. Because then what happened is, now people have to start cheating and shading to help her. Now that's opening up other things. And that's where we got to have a conversation where, say, Jordan Kendall, you got to hold up. If not, then we're going to just have to give you the quick hook and put Papa in here when we need the defensive stars to get back in the game.
He going to have to adjust.
Yeah, because there don't be games that these shots ain't falling. And so if these shots ain't falling, we're going to need other things to compensate for the shots not falling to keep us in it. Because like last year, when the shots were falling, they get blown out the building because they didn't have nothing else. even though they had the second-ranked defense in the league, but I think that was just more so by paper. That was just more so the dream was build a big old league, and then teams are just trying to play catch-up. So they ain't really playing defense like that. This year, they playing defense. This year, this is, like I said, this is like, the 85 Bears. They, they would lock your ass up. This is a problem.
But the ball, seeing that first half, while the other two was out there jacking them, Jordan Canada kept us in the game.
Yes, she did.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because she know. Okay, I'm going to the basket.
Yeah.
I'm I don't know what they out there doing, but I'm going to the basket. I'm getting rebounds. That's how she ended up getting so many rebounds as a guard. She's like, I'm quick. I'm going to get that ball. I might get some stuff in transition because she real good in transition.
Yes.
So I think that's why now do Coach Smesko think Papa can do that when he need it? Or does he talk to his two guards and say, look, hey man, you got to make adjustment before the half.
Yes.
You can't go 2 straight quarters just
throwing it up, yeah.
just chucking them. So
I think,
but I think both, to be honest with you, Papa and Canada can go in and out to me. I mean, I think you just make adjustments.
They both need it. And I think the evolution to Pow game is she got to learn how to be that playmaking guard. She got to learn how to get slashed to the basket and dump it off to the bigs. That way, now she can add another dimension. And now, if she adds that to her game, now we're going to have a serious conversation like, hey, do we need to make the switch if, if Jordan Cannon continue to get beat by these bigger guards? Because we have to think championship aspirations here. Because this is going to be a playoff team. If we're going to disagree with that.
No, we don't disagree with that.
Yeah, we know this is going to be a top 2 seed at minimum. So
I'm expecting.
Yes. So my mentality my analysis is not just about today. It's about big picture. And big picture, how can we get to the ultimate goal, which is a championship? And this team is capable of getting. But where are the weaknesses at? And right now, defensively, the weaknesses is Jordan Cannon with these bigger guards and these faster guards, and her overplaying these bigger guards to try to, not say outsmart them, but like say to like
they not
compensate.
Like faster. They're not faster. She just
too aggressive.
She's too aggressive. Yeah.
Over pursuing. That's the word I want to use.
That's the word. That's the word.
She over pursuing. And like that's where that have to ground. That's where you have to like Joy Cannon, this is her 6 or 7 years in the league because she played 3-4 years with the Sparks and then 2 years with the Dream.
Yeah,
so this is her 7 year.
Yeah.
Look to confirm. And so either way, she get to a point where she's a veteran. And so now you gotta think crafty.
2018. So what is that? 8 years.
So this is her 8th year or this is her 9th year?
2018. No. 8th year.
Okay. So now she at a point where she's a veteran. So now she at a point where she's gonna say she got to be crafty with how she defend people that's bigger than her or people that's just as deceptive on the offensive end as her. Because what happens is if she keep open pursuing, now her teammate got to cheat to try to help her. And that what opens up everything. And that's what we don't need to happen. And so once they can get that part cleaned up and on the offensive end learn how to drive and dish, where the teams have to really, guess what they can and can't do against this team offensively, that's where we can't say, hey, they're the championship favorite because of it. We have to see them make those type of improvements throughout the course of the season for us to really feel like, okay, they ready for that jump. They ready to go against the Liberty and the Aces and beat them in the
Basis.
seven game series.
Yes, because it's 7 games, right? This year?
Yes, 7 games. Yes.
Okay.
I think the first
Yeah.
round is I think 5, and then the next 2 is 7 because they changed the rules for CC,
So,
I believe.
for a title, you got to beat a team 4 times.
4 out of 7. So,
Well, all right.
We'll see what happens.
Go
You know
ahead.
what I'm saying, throughout the course of the year. That's it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I like, of course, even though they won, we got to tell you what we see, y'all. We got to tell you what we see. Hey, we about to get to the next topic. Hit the like button. I haven't checked how many likes I got, but please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. All right, Duval, you ready to go to the next topic?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, we got some other things going down up in the going down up in the W. We had somebody compare Caitlin Clark's fame to Lynsanity. I don't know if y'all remember Jeremy Lin when he was over there, had everybody all hyped up in New York. Do you remember Duval?
I remember like yesterday. I remember because he was so famous that Carmelo Anthony had to run his ass up out of there. Because now they'll disrespect
Yeah, he
Carmelo
ended up going
Anthony.
to the Lakers, right?
Now he ended up going to the Rockets. Like
Okay.
what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Because the Knicks wanted to resign him, so he had a $25 million deal on the table. I believe at that time, either $25 million deal on the table or $25 million the third year. But I believe it was $25 million deal. And Carmelo Anthony said publicly, "It's ridiculous if you try to re-sign Jeremy Lin for that type of money, knowing that it'll put the pressure on the Knicks to not re-sign him because Carmelo Anthony was still the franchise player, supposedly at that time." And so that's when the Rockets signed him to that offer sheet, and the Knicks declined to match it. And that's when he went to the Rockets. And that's how the Jeremy Lin era was over, because they were trying to make Carmelo Anthony, when he came back, become like a screen and roller and adjust to Jeremy Lin, because he was so famous in New York and so, famous nationally.
He was famous. Yeah.
This what happened. What year this happened in? I want to say 2014. No, 13.
13.
Because I remember, I believe, I can't prove this, but I believe Carmelo Anthony, when the Lynsanity thing was happening, and it blew up. I believe Carmelo Anthony made a call to LeBron and D-Wade. And I remember I think he said, shut this shit down. Cause I remember.
You think that's what he did?
Yes, because Jeremy Lin had the worst game of his career, and he never recovered from that day. When LeBron James and D-Wade were pressing him full court press, and he couldn't even get the ball past half court. And that would start the Jeremy Lin like hype. And he was like, I think he was rattled that game. LeBron James and D-Wade pressed the hell out of Jeremy Lin that game. And like I said, he never recovered since.
Yeah, they say it was an incredible 11-game stretch in the 2011-2012 season that helped get the Knicks on the track to qualify for the NBA playoffs, and a star was born. That stretch, and he lived off that for a while until Carmelo said, "Get up out of here."
Yeah, because they try to make Carmelo Anthony change his game for Jeremy Lin, and he just was not feeling that.
He wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah, he wasn't. Carmelo Anthony wasn't gonna do it, because like I said, Carmelo Anthony was still Carmelo Anthony at that time.
And
him and J.R. Smith had a problem with him and J.R. Smith had a problem with Jeremy Lin and the attention that he was getting. It was really bothering him. Matter of fact,
I mean, it was one of those culture things, like, because a lot of the players in the NBA don't look like Jeremy Lin. So he he had a whole ethnicity on his back involved in this Linsanity. But I remember he was famous, but when he got by the time he got to Houston, he could not recreate that same type of play he did in that stretch. And then it kind of got out. But at the height of Linsanity, he was the man. Hold on, let me get to the money. Thank you, YOCCM23 for the $5 super chat. If Ryan Howard keeps up this style of play, not hitting, do you think the coach would talk to her? Because you're not beating the aces like this.
He got to already have that conversation.
I think he's got a great, what you call it, rapport with them.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna have that conversation, but it's gonna be a conversation that she already know is coming. You know what I mean?
And it's gonna be gentle. And let's be clear about that, because he's gonna have respect for what she has done already in the league. So, but like I said, when he show her stuff in the film room, I think he'll start pointing that stuff out and then have a private conversation. Say, hey, might have to adjust a little bit till we get your shot back flowing. Now, before we go to what you mainly want to show, I just sent you something in your Instagram so I can show you Jeremy Lin against the Miami Heat.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Not the Linsanity.
Just the night that it ended.
On my screen.
I remember he was nationally everywhere. ESPN, First Take, you know what I'm saying? A Block, all that. Until this game.
Not until this game. What? How y'all do him like this? Hold on, let me bring it up. He say shit. Here we go. Jeremy Lin. Oh. Oh man. Yeah, he just no. Oh, okay.
That might mean he had a mission.
Oh my God.
They had a mission that game.
They just was doing him in, huh? Oh, okay.
They had a mission. They were playing him full court. They just see.
Oh man. That was the end of it, huh?
Yeah. I believe the Carmelo Anthony made that call. Hey, Braun, Wade, y'all my banana boat buddies.
Oh man, how many times they gonna pick his pocket?
I'm telling you, I think they made that call. Hey man, look out for me. Y'all in this shit. And Miami Heat, they ended that.
They said that's the end of that sanity. Huh?
They like
everybody
like I said, right there, see?
He lost it again.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
He haven't recovered from that game.
Miami they were a good team.
Yeah.
No, they said they got his back, huh? They got Melo back.
Yeah, Melo made that call, and because people wasn't playing them. They weren't playing Lin like that. They were just playing him like regular, like in half court, whatnot. They were pressing him. They was full court press. Jeremy Lin, they wanted to make a statement. No, this gonna end today.
Man. Oh.
Yeah, they wanted to make a statement. They said enough. Like they was trapping them and everything.
R.I.P. Jeremy Lin. Oh, okay.
They were trapping them and everything.
Okay. R.I.P. baby.
I just want people to see. I want the people to see what that was and what it took for that hype to kind of end. That's when, like I say, come out there, they had to make that call to Brian. Hey man, do me a solid. And they were full court pressing.
They wrong for that.
They were full court pressing him and everything. They said not today, and he haven't recovered from that game. That game he could not have recovered. So everybody know the context of the Jeremy Lin reference. And so now this is where we're going to play this.
Yeah, we go. This guy, don't he work for that guy? Ain't he with that guy that we don't too much like?
He used to work
Credit
for
card?
he used to work for Philadelphia 76. He used to work for 104 The Fan. Because he used to work with I forgot his name, but he used to work for him. And then he now he working for Carter. And then after this, play the Whitlock video of it too.
Oh, okay. Here we go. This is what he had to say about this.
The Caitlin Clark thing is over because she's not the best player in the WNBA. She's not the best guard in the WNBA. She's not even the best guard from her college class because that's Paige Beckers, who plays for Dallas, who beat them in the season opener. This could be a situation where we look back on Caitlin Clark, and we're not going to look back on her like she's Michael Jordan. She's Jeremy Lin. This is just Lynsanity. She's going to fumble this, and it's because of two things. Who would have thought? She decided to roll up with Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen says the N-word liberally, says it more than I do, and I'm black, and her bitching and moaning to the refs nonstop. But when we look back on this, we'll go, this girl had the world by the balls. She had everybody loving her. People who hate women's sports were tuning in just for her. And when we look at Jeremy Lin and look at her, we're going to find out that at the end of the day, it was the exact same thing.
For more entertaining, compelling.
Now play Jason Whitlock.
All right, let me play Jason Whitlock. So you trying to say all these people panicking, huh?
Yeah, they panicking bad.
All right, hold on. Let me go.
If you don't got it, I can send it again.
I got it. You know this thing be doing its own thing.
Yeah.
He be doing this. At least I thought. Oh yeah, right here.
No, not that one.
No. Okay, hold on.
It's the other one I sent
Oh,
you.
I had it.
I'm gonna send it to you.
But never mind. I got it in the thing. You just maybe I didn't do it. Okay. Did you just send it? Oh, here you go. That crazy ass Whitlock. Don't tell me Whitlock getting scared.
He panicking badly.
He panicking?
So we can play that other video you showed with Whitlock. We could play that too, but play the first one first.
Oh, let me get this. Okay. Hold on. Whitlock might be panicking, y'all.
He panicking.
I had a nightmare last night that they made a movie about my love affair with Caitlin Clark.
What?
And the name of that movie was A Star Is Dying. Why do I say that? Yesterday or at some point this week, a guy named Tyrone Johnson that works with Craig Carton on the Craig Carton podcast compared Caitlin Clark to Jeremy Lin and Lynsanity.
We look back on Caitlin Clark, and we're not going to look back on her like she's Michael Jordan. She's Jeremy Lin. This is just Lynsanity. She's going to fumble this.
You remember the Asian kid that went on a scoring spree for the New York Knicks and had the league on fire? I really remember Jeremy Lin because it nearly cost me my job at Fox Sports. Does anybody remember when I cracked that joke about Jeremy Lin and Asian women feeling a couple of inches of pain? Yeah, remember, that was me. Almost cost me my job. I think Lord. Tyrone Johnson's going too far comparing Caitlin Clark to Jeremy Lin. She's not a flash in the pan. What she did at Iowa will never be duplicated and repeated, taking them to 2 straight national title games. And her rookie year in the WNBA was magnificent. There was a 3-4 year stretch when Caitlin Clark was the center of the women's basketball universe and the center of the basketball universe. She's not Jeremy Lin, but she is a star that is dying. They're selling tickets right now for Indiana Fever games in Indianapolis for just $28. The Caitlin Clark star is dying. There's no question about that. Maybe she can resuscitate it. Or maybe it will be just like the movie A Star Is Born.
Hey. I just want to take another look at you.
I really, really love the movie A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. It was really sad because Bradley Cooper, the big star, He dies at the end from depression, basically suicide. And I'm wondering if Caitlin Clark isn't depressed and if her star is diminishing. And then here's the real plot twist to the movie. Caitlin Clark's number one rival and enemy, Angel Reese, is ascending as Caitlin Clark starts to fall apart and her star is diminished. Angel Reese, Bayou Barbie, Chicago Barbie, now Atlanta Barbie, is ascending. The Atlanta Dream are 2-0 this season. They start the season knocking off the Minnesota Lynx, probably the best team in the WNBA. They follow it up by beating the Dallas Wings. The Wings, the team that beat the Fever on opening day, scored 104 points against the Fever. Well, they can't score 75 against the Atlanta Dream and Angel Reese. And yes, there are plenty of highlights of Angel Reese throwing up bricks in her first two games. She is unskilled offensively. But Angel Reese can rebound, and she helps on defense. And you cannot discredit her role in the Atlanta Dream's hot start. You have to remember, last year, the Atlanta Dream, second best record, tied for the second best record in the WNBA. They add Angel Reese this offseason to Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard, and now they're off to a 2-0 start. Right now, they look like the best team in the WNBA. If Angel Reese wins a WNBA title this year or before Caitlin Clark or at the same time that Caitlin Clark's star is diminishing, what a horrible, horrible movie that will be for me. And that's why
Oh my God,
a star is dying.
oh my God.
I wish that I could sing like Bradley Cooper or Lady Gaga. I have to admit, you're giving me a million reasons to let you go, or whatever.
What the heck?
Together. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together.
You're giving me a million reasons. A million reasons. She's giving me a million reasons to jump ship on Caitlin Clark. I'm not going to do it. I'm going down with the ship.
Okay.
I'm going to stay loyal to Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever. But holy cow, is this start to the season hard on me? And I know Caitlin Clark, as of right now, has only played one game. She plays her second game tonight against the LA Sparks. I'll be on my knees praying that Caitlin Clark is spectacular, and this is all just a bad dream, and it's not some movie that I'm going to be starring in. My love affair with Caitlin Clark, if it ends this way, with her dying as a star, what a tragedy.
You mean tell me that again? You get Indiana free tickets on Groupon? You get them tickets on Groupon now?
That's what he said.
You tell me they can get the tickets at Burger King? They buy one get one free? Do we need to go out there? Keysha, do we need to go out there and put our money together, get buy one get one free ticket?
I see. So another YouTuber talk about the Indiana Fever got a $28 deal where you get a ticket, a drink, and a hot dog.
He showed that. He showed that. You see that?
I forgot. But
yeah, he showed that on screen. That's why I say they got tickets on Groupon now. They got tickets on Groupon. Now you can play that other one.
Ain't nothing wrong with Groupon.
Hey, I'm just saying, them tickets was expensive at one point. But now you get them on Groupon, I don't know, man. Next thing you know, they say you get them tickets on EBT. Now, if we get the tickets on EBT, say if they $28, I could get it for $14 in cash. Say EBT is like, half of the money. Now, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Before I play the next video, that man put a picture of himself with his forehead to forehead with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, you better get some security, man. That is cringe worthy.
His fact. His obsession with Caucasian women. You know that. he really feel like Celine Dion. I'm telling you.
All right, I'm gonna wait a minute. I was like, is he Temple or Temp?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of mess. He said, Angel's really making me want to get off that ship. Even if you get off that ship, Jason Whitlock, you are not welcome over here.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. We will boot you out of here. Please, please don't come over here. Stay on that side. Please stay on that side. Because I don't want to have to cuss you out. But anyway, let me play this last clip and then we go get to running our mouth like we normally do. All right, here we go.
I don't think Indiana's intention, this is a potential disaster.
Oh my God.
I don't think Indiana's intentions are as malicious as some people think. I just don't think they weren't willing to do what was necessary. Put a team around Caitlin Clark.
I think that's the wrong one.
That
is
wasn't
it?
jelly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only other one I got.
Let me see. I'm finna resend the other one then. Cause I think that's the wrong one. It just no, not this one. It just.
He said, "Look, I'm going to get my voodoo doll for that."
Okay, yeah, right here. Okay, I'm finished. I resend it to you.
Do not get the doll out. Don't get the doll out.
He got his coop. He got his Kofi on. What you call that roll thing? He doing some praying. I just resent it to you.
Oh, not with my boy Ben Daniel.
Yeah.
I hadn't watched this one, so you got something new on me. Okay, here we go, Chad. Not old Ben to the Daniel.
Yeah, man.
He be going through it too, polar baby. He cut that fro off.
Yeah,
here we go.
We got lied to last year about her health, and I think they're lying again this year. And I am legitimately concerned that Caitlin Clark physically will never be what she was when she entered the WNBA, and she may be a declining star. Your reaction?
Well, if she's a declining star, that's the worst case scenario for the WNBA, especially considering in a few years that the broadcast partners can revisit this deal, look at the numbers and say, well, I'm not really getting the return on my investment like I expected. Second thing I would say, Jason, because you're looking not only for Indiana Fever tickets, it's not only $28 for the tickets, Jason, it's $28 for a hot dog, a hat, a bag of Cheez-Its, and a soda. So when you do gimmick ticket sales like that, that's when you're creeping into Miami Marlins territory of trying your damnedest to get people to show up in your building. But it's not only the Indiana Fever, it's the road teams as well. Caitlin Clark brings a whole economic bag with her, so to speak. If you're Los Angeles and you have a game tonight and there's loads of tickets available, that's not a good sign for the economy surrounding Los Angeles and all the restaurants in that area. If you're in Atlanta and you have Caitlin Clark coming to the State Farm Arena, you go from the Shoebox Arena that holds less than 10,000, and then you go to the big arena. And if they're having trouble now, it looks like there's more tickets available for sale than there are actually tickets sold. That's not good for the surrounding area for Atlanta either. So if Caitlin Clark is a diminishing asset, that's doom and gloom for the WNBA.
Let's throw in the other clues. Why did they draft a point guard in the first round? You have the Michael Jordan of women's basketball, and you're drafting a player at her position. That seems crazy. And we want to take the ball out of her hands, relieve some of the stress. I watched that Dallas Wings game. They weren't picking her up 94 feet. They were picking her up at half court loosely. They weren't doing anything special with Caitlin Clark. I'm just, everything makes sense to me if you conclude like, oh, her health isn't sustainable for her to be a superstar and someone you build your team around. It's like, I think they already know it. That's my suspicion. I don't have proof, but I'm just looking at the clues that the Indiana Fever seem to be operating like Caitlin Clark is damaged goods. And it's really not something personal they have against Caitlin Clark. It's just they realize that like the beating she took her rookie year and at the start of her second year changed her.
Just a bunch of okay. Hey, Duval. First question.
Yeah.
Is this a Linsanity situation, or is just that she just not living up to the hype?
There are concerns. Her shooting haven't gotten better. Her playmaking haven't gotten better. It seems like she has plateaued when it comes to her stardom. And what's worst case scenario for those MAGA people, if Angel Reese win first, she won. Now you don't have no choice but to make her the face of the WNBA. Because she is the only other A-list celebrity that can bring that star power, that can bring the fan bases to the road games, just like Caitlyn is doing. Caitlyn was the only one that was moving arenas. Angel was moving a lot of them arenas too. And so now you got to make her the face of the WNBA. Now, what that does to like sponsors, do sponsors be as willing to invest behind Angel like they would Caitlyn? Because Caitlyn is a Caucasian woman and the United States of America is 62% Caucasian. Right. Instead of Angel Reese, who the population of African American people is 14%, if not 16% right now. I know we're rising in that number, but still. That's still a smaller number than 62% Caucasian that, you know what I'm saying, they could get a maximum amount of value for their investment if Caitlyn is the face. So it's like, that's where the concern is when it comes to Caitlyn and her situation. Did she plateau too soon? Is there another level where Caitlyn could reach where she can get back to that ascension? Because what we have seen, Caitlyn is still ascending. Caitlyn is still ascending, not descending, as a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Angel, you know, say she's ascending still. So it's just, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just a concern. It's a concern that those Clarkies, those, you know what I'm saying, MAGA, racist Americans that watch the women's basketball game, that's what they look forward to. And so they got a situation on their hands.
I will say this. They probably would have been all right had they not brought her into this league calling her the GOAT. They made a mistake when they called her the GOAT because that means she was going to get everybody's best, especially the people who think they are the GOAT. And every rookie has a transition to go through in their first year. She's no different to any other rookie that comes into a sport. So I think right now what's going on now is a media campaign to whether if she falters, they have a narrative they can push. They overplayed their hand, in my opinion. They could have made her. Matter of fact, they probably should have made her Lynsanity. You know why I say that? Because when Lynsanity was at the height of his stardom, nobody was calling him the GOAT.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they were just saying, "Oh, he's a great representation for his for people that look like him. He's different. There's not too many Asian Americans thriving in the NBA." Yes. It was a great story to get behind. I mean, I enjoyed it. I know you enjoyed it. It was a great story to get behind. I knew, and everybody knew at some point Lynn was gonna come back down to earth. But while we on this ride, we just gonna have fun while we on this ride. Ain't none of us was running around here talking about he better than D Wade, he better than LeBron, he better than Chris Bosh, he better than Dirk Nowitzki. Nobody was running around here saying that. People was just having fun. He was in New York, the Mecca, and he got famous, and it was fun to watch him play for that stretch and drag the Knicks to the playoffs. So I think where they made their misstep is they came into this league proclaiming her the GOAT when she wasn't even better than some of her peers in college.
No.
But because again, when you something like that, you were supposed to already, I don't think people realize Michael Jordan didn't come in with people calling him the GOAT.
Except for Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight said he was gonna be the greatest.
Oh yeah, true, yeah. But you know what I mean. There was no media campaign talking about you the GOAT.
No.
So
and on top of that, when it came to Michael Jordan, Nike wasn't really Nike then. Nike was like a running shoe for like track people. And they put their last money behind Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan built Nike. And
so he did.
It wasn't like Nike already had manufactured Michael Jordan before he came into the league. And that's what happened with Caitlin Clark. They tried to manufacture her to be this tall-time great player and started trying to already compare her to other great players like the Diana Taurasi's and the Sue Birds and their career and the Cheryl Swoops, and they tried to diminish her career to make her bigger than them and not allow her to play free and allow her career to play out. That's the issue. They put too much pressure on her too soon instead of just allowing her to play her game and let the chips fall where it may when the career was over.
But Duval, at least Micah had a skill set, though.
He did.
You know what I mean? Like, we all be up here projecting based on what we see. It's all opinion based. It's like, I see this kid in college. I see this kid in high school. I think this kid is going to be this. I think this kid is going to be that. But her skill set is the same skill set she had in college.
Yes.
So what part of that meant GOAT at any point?
I think the problem is they projected too soon. They just assumed that her game was going to get better and better and better, where she was going to be the best in the league. And that's not true. She had to work on her game. She had to work on creating a mid-range. She had to work on her ball handling. She had to work on, her body language, because that all is a package of what makes her a player that people will respect and listen to and follow when it comes to leadership. She are lacking many things that could really take her game to the next level. She got to be more consistent with her scoring. She, like I said, what's her scoring? What's her field goal percentage right now? Because last year, what it was, 36% and 29% for three.
Let me see. Now it's
her rookie year, she was at 41% from the field.
Right now, her field goal percentage right now is 38.9.
So she right at her average because she was 41 her rookie year. She was 36 her sophomore year with the 13 games at 29% for three. And then I think she was like 33% for three on her rookie year. And then this year she had 36%. Where is the ascension? She's declining at this point, right?
Right.
And that's where the concern is. If you TV networks, if you Kaki Ingeberg and the league, because you really revive your league behind these two women. One woman is still ascending. Another woman has plateaued, and we wonder if she's declining. And that's where you have to wonder, did we get the best out of Caitlin Clark in her rookie year? Was her rookie year her best year? If that's the case, then the league is in trouble.
Well, it happens with number one overall picks. Come in and can be bust. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna be in trouble. They're just gonna have to recalibrate.
Yes.
I don't think they're in trouble at all, to be honest with you.
Oh no, I mean like that, but I mean when I'm saying in trouble, it's like they put a lot of eggs in her basket.
Oh yeah, they did.
They don't want to recalibrate. Because in their mind, they feel like recalibrating into Angel Reese being the face of the league. Like I said, it's like it diminishes, the league itself. Because like I said, now that white audience would no longer be emotionally invested in the league. Because they needed both. They need somebody to love, which is Caitlin. They need somebody to hate, which is Angel. And if you no longer got somebody that you love because you feel like the person that you love is not really elevating their game where, they can feel good about supporting this person, then don't think you got somebody that you hate, and that's not enough to keep you invested into the league long term. If that makes sense.
So I got a question. If the criteria of bringing in a star If the criteria is bringing in a star that can possibly be the GOAT, right?
Yes.
Who is white,
Yes.
who can
Straight.
shoot from all three levels.
Straight.
And so they got to be straight and play some defense at some time.
And got to be a dancer in distress. Because remember, like Sabrina got all those things too, but Sabrina's problem is she look mean. And they can't wrap that.
I don't know if they're going to, we can't get no damsel in industry.
Yeah. So
but that's the thing. The facade is cracking because do really people see CC as a damsel in distress anymore?
That's the problem. But at first they did. That what that moment created. They created that Karen. They made her a Karen. They made her a damsel in distress. They made her a woman next door. They made her you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's like one of us. If she was an NFL player, she'll be Brett Favre. Remember they made Brett Favre the everyman white man with the Lees, you know what I'm saying, Levi jeans.
With the Wrangler jeans or whatever he was wearing. Yeah.
And riding the pickup.
Iron, but I get what you're saying, but here's the problem. Brett Favre was in the Hall of Fame.
Of course.
He could back it up though. Like I think they anointing people that they didn't even check to see if they could back it up.
Too soon. But the narrative was already there. The narrative, that's why like when it came to CeCe, like I said, word on the street is she's a Democrat, but she can't announce that. She'll lose half her fan base.
Yeah, a lot of people say the word on the street is that the boyfriend is a prop. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I ain't want to bring that up. I heard that too. I heard that too. I heard
that's the word on the street.
I heard it's like a Taylor Swift situation going on, but like I said, I ain't want to bring that up. I ain't want to bring it up, Keysha.
I'm just telling you that's the word. That's the word on the street. So at the end of the day, I mean, that's the question I'm asking you. Is the facade cracking?
It is, but it's not over. But it's cracking.
Because your handlers, let me ask you something. Did her handlers agree to that appearance?
I would hope not, but I just think somebody in her ear probably say, "Hey man, your stardom is not there. We need to pick you back up." And like, you know what I'm saying, walking out with Dan Whalen probably remind her racist fan base. The reason why they fell in love with her in the first place. You think they was in, so you think her PR people was with it really? Yes, they had to. Because the star it's I'm gonna tell you what it reminds me of. Donald Trump. His star starting to fade, all of a sudden they got another assassination shooting again.
Shock and awe.
Everybody say it was fake. But Donald Trump had to drum up something to get the people to rally behind him again. And so that's when you are in a situation where your stardom was built on the wrong reasons, you have to do antics like that to keep people engaged.
Keep people engaged. I got it.
It's one last thing. It's like I said, let's go back to Candace Parker. Her podcast stardom and her, her recent rise back into media ranks is her trolling Angel Reese. Her, keep doing things to slight Angel Reese to keep her name in the algorithm. So now she feel like she got to keep this up. Instead of, depending on her basketball analysis, they talking about the game and talk about the game fairly with everyone. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I see it. It's like people do things for gimmicks instead of doing things that make it authentic and legitimate. And that's what the difference between like a person like a Candace Parker, a person like a Caitlin Clark at this time, a person like Donald Trump, and unlike a person like Jasmine Crockett and Angel Reese. They fan base love them for who they are. They don't have to do gimmicks. Right. Angel Reese don't have to do TikToks. Angel Reese don't have to constantly engage with her fans. Angel Reese just got to be her. If she's great in one game and she's bad in another, she still gets support. Ain't nobody waffling or flip-flopping on Angel Reese because, how she play in a particular game or how she play in a particular season. We love her for her.
Them Clarkers got all kind of videos and lives out crashing out. I seen KTV today talking about something. Come on, Caitlin. You need to do something so you can shut the haters up. I'm trying to stay with you. What kind of fans is this?
You gotta remember, Keysha, a lot of those people built their channels off of Caitlyn name.
They did.
Now you got some money in the chat. Read the money.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to it. Hold on. Thank you for the $5 super chat, YOCCM23. Why do the WNBA keep putting all their chips in one basket? FIBA have all national TV games. The pressure will get to her if there's no improvement. I agree. I agree, YOCCM. There are many narratives in the WNBA, like I was trying to articulate yesterday. Every narrative might not hit it out the park, but the collection of those narratives can help grow your league.
I can answer that question. Simple as this. The reason why they put all their eggs in one basket was because of this. They tried everything else that didn't work. That's the one thing that did work. That moment made it work. And they felt like they needed to ride that moment to whatever TV deal and whatever else they could get for sponsorship deals when it comes to growing the league. Because nothing else didn't work. So they felt like that was the only thing that was left. And so they decided to put all their eggs in one basket because they didn't have anything else to fall back on. They didn't feel like there was anything else that they had that they could fall back on to say, hey, if she don't work, we got this.
I got an example of growth, okay?
Yes.
Now, you know Mark Davis be running around. It's got a toupee on Mark Davis' head.
Nah, he just got that, what's it called? That Dumb and Dumber haircut on Jim Carrey.
Oh, I thought that was a wig or something. I was like, there's no way he getting this haircut. But I digress. I'm sorry. I
got the Super Bowl. That what they call a Super Bowl back in the day.
Okay. So everybody knows Angel Wilson was drafted, I think, back in 2018 or 2019. One of them draft things, right?
2017 draft, I believe.
Okay. And she was drafted to the San Antonio Stars.
Yes.
Which was eventually bought by Mark Davis. He changed the team, moved the team to Las Vegas. They became the Aces, right?
I think she was on, before you keep going cooking, I think she was the Aces before, when they moved it to Vegas. I think the person who was drafted before her, I forgot her name, but she was drafted before her. Is a star that was drafted before her, and they was the Stars. And I get back to who I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So I think I want to say he bought the team. I got the information right here.
Yes.
He bought the team. He moved the team to Las Vegas. He bought that team for $2 million.
Yes.
All right. And then he went and did a dedicated practice facility for the team.
Yes.
Right. Today, how much is the Aces worth?
I want to say 400 million, but it could be more than that, I believe.
So he turned $2 million into $400 million off the back of Angel Wilson.
Yes.
Winning titles.
Yes.
It's still growth. It's just not splashy growth. Year every year, you put a great product on the floor. You promote your team, especially in the local area. It got so good that even the locals was willing to give the people, the ladies, money under the table.
Yeah,
there's different types of growth. They had a growth strategy and it worked. So to what you were saying, yes, they tried and it didn't work. But maybe it was just the people at the helm that don't know what they do, because there are teams that have grown year over year like the Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not the splashy growth because Cheryl Reeves is not splashy,
Mm-hmm.
but they grow. But you're not growing at the rate of Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark in a flash moment.
No.
But you're still growing.
Yes.
If the W would implement some of those policies that some of these teams are doing,
Mm-hmm.
they can grow their league and still wait for the splashy moments.
Yes.
Because all throughout that time, Angel Wilson was getting paid $200,000,
Yes.
and they was making hand over fist in Vegas.
Yeah. I think
What
the
you
issue
think?
was I think the issue was the league was lazy. The league treated the WNBA at that time was a tax write-off. And the person I was thinking about was Kelsey Plum. She was drafted a year before Asia, and she was with the San Antonio Stars at the time.
Well, Stars or whatever, what they call it, yeah.
And Mariah Jefferson was drafted a year before that. But anyway, the league was late. The league was lazy. They felt like they wasn't making no money, so there wasn't no reason to try to promote any growth within the league and try to promote their stars within the sport itself. They just felt like we'll use it as a tax write-off. It's a league that nobody really cares about. Remember before Angel and Caitlin came in the league, you know what I'm saying, the WNBA on ESPN used to be under other sports. Couldn't find it on the front page, but now it's like the fourth thing on the tabs. So that's the difference. So now,
so the organizational structure was bad. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because at the end of the day, Duval, if you allow some owners to do what they want to do, if you allow owners to take money, they're gonna do it.
Yes.
If you allow them to get away with the bad minimum, they will do it. If you don't set no standards for your league, they will do it. Now, some owners are not bad owners, and some owners are. It was the job of the WNBA and their board to hold people accountable. So it's a lot of things going into them not growing, because some people grew.
Yes.
As I just articulated, and some people was at the welfare line.
Of course. I think what Angel and Caitlin did when they came into the league, it forces the league itself to reevaluate themselves and become a organization that's well respected. You can't hide under dysfunction anymore. That's why if you notice, everybody building practice facilities now. Now if you notice, all they CBA deal, they got paternity, they got 401k, they got everything now. When before then, you couldn't even get welfare, you couldn't even get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? You just got what you got. You got that little bit that you got, you better make it work. But now they got maternity, they even retired players, even players that passed away get a check now. They get a one-time big check for their contribution. That's what Angel and Caitlin did. They forced the league they forced the WNBA to have to take themselves seriously, where they had to reinvest it back into the league because not too many eyes on the league and too many people pointing out the incompetence and the deficiencies of what the league is operating on at this time. That's why right now, when Caitlin and Angel came in the league, it basically was football on the basketball court. Now, they call the fouls every other minute. Now they had to hone back the fouls because now they're seeing, okay, we need our superstars to be healthy. So now we need to call these fouls so, you know what I'm saying, so we can take the physicality out of the game. That's the difference. So it's like Angel and Caitlin, the reason why they the best thing that happened to this league, because they forced the league to grow up.
Yes,
I agree. They forced the league to mature. They forced the league to have to, you know what I'm saying, to become a reputable league instead of this, you know what I'm saying, fly by night, you know what I'm saying, situation that you could just, you know what I'm saying, use as a tax write-off but don't care nothing about it. They cannot do that anymore. It's too many people that's watching now. There's too many people that saying, hey, league, shut the fuck up and do your motherfucking job and grow up and, you know what I'm saying, treat these players right. You cannot, you know what I'm saying, you cannot treat these players like, you know what I'm saying, they hand-me-downs anymore. That's why even when the league and the negotiations of the CBA, everybody took the player side. They didn't think that was gonna happen.
No, they didn't.
That's why the players won. That's why the players got everything they wanted. Because the people took the player side. The people didn't take the league side where the league could still nickel and dime them. Now they had to grow up and put some 401k, put some benefits. They can't treat this league like it's McDonald's anymore. They got to treat it like Publix. You know, Publix give you 401k. They give you, know what I'm saying, free meals. They give you all that. At McDonald's, you can barely get a free meal. They tell you get 50% off. You know, so you got to pay for your own uniform. You got to make sure they clean. You know what I'm saying? And you got to take 30-minute breaks because they got the same label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what the league had to do. They had to go from McDonald's and not be Publix. And now they have to be a reputable league. And that's what Angel and Caitlin had done to the league itself.
Yeah, they pissed too. They're like, God damn it. But yeah, let me tell you. Let me show y'all this because this leads to the next topic where we're gonna end on. Let me show y'all this. A lot of people panicking, man, because I seen a power ranking that I almost fell out the chair, Duval. Let me show it to you. And that leads to our next topic. Hit the like button, y'all. Let me show y'all this power ranker that they, after week 1, NBC is out here doing power rankings, right?
Yeah.
And it says 2026 WNBA Power Rankings. Wings put the league on notice, Liberty as advertised, right? Number 1, the Liberty. Okay. Nobody shocked. You know.
Yeah.
Number 2, the Wings. I don't know. They really took that first game to heart, you know. But anyway, we gonna keep going. Number 3, the Dream. Okay. We still cruising. I don't agree with the Wings at 2, but we still cruising, right? Okay.
We just choked the shit out of them, so we ain't worried about that.
Yeah, we were. Number 4, the Valkyries.
I told you Valkyries ain't serious.
Okay, I'm not really sold on 4, but okay. Number 5, the Mercury. Okay.
I slept on them. That's on me. I apologize.
So they in the mix too, right? Number 6, they got the Aces because they were reacting to that's too low. They were reacting to that game that they had. They got blown out by the Mercury. You know, neither here nor there. The Aces gonna be all right. They should be higher, but we're gonna keep going. Number 7, the Mystics.
Right spot.
Okay. All right. You good with that? Okay.
Yeah, right spot, yes.
Number 8, the Sky.
I don't see it. Tonight gonna tell me a lie.
Tonight gonna tell us a lie, right?
Yeah, because I don't know, AC Cha-Cha in the chat, me and him had a discussion in, the comment section. Like I told him, tonight gonna tell me a lie. If they beat the Valkyries, then I'm gonna have to reevaluate how I think of the Chicago Sky. But as of right now, don't tell me that they beat Portland, that we know a team that's tanking, that could win a game occasionally that they don't supposed to win, that they're supposed to be taken seriously as a franchise. But let's keep going.
Yeah, that said team beat the Liberty, but we're gonna keep going. Chicago Sky is at 8. Number 9 is the Lynx.
Ooh. Outside looking in, but I think they better than what that 9 ranking is.
I think they're better than the 9 too, but we're gonna keep it going. They say, because of Nafisa Kaya's injury, blah blah blah, woo woo woo. And Olivia Miles was coming on strong, but they don't know if it's gonna be enough. Okay. So we're gonna keep it going. Number 10, the Fever.
They treat you like the Sky.
And I'm gonna read it to you. The Indiana Fever came into the season as a projected contender, and that hasn't changed following an early setback. Last season, the team dealt with a bevy of injuries, including a season-ending injury to their franchise star, Caitlin Clark. Despite the turmoil, they were an overtime loss away from punching their ticket to the finals. After just falling short to the Dallas Wings in a game where both teams scored at least 100 points in the season opener for the first time in W history, the Fever look like they're ready to pick up where they left off last season. However, they got the Fever at 10 and the Sparks at 11.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna touch on the Sparks.
Do you think the Fever tumbled that far?
I'm gonna touch on 11, then I'm gonna touch on 10.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna touch on 11 real quick. I'm gonna get them out the way. If they stay at 11, that lady getting fired.
Are you talking about the Sparks?
Yeah, that coach, she getting fired because now you running out of options.
You running talent off the team. I mean,
yeah, you said it's Rakia's fault. Now you're trying to say it's Cam Brink fault. It's on so many people you can blame. If you still stay this low with the talent that you have with Kelsey Plum and De'Erica Hamby and NECA, who's still playing at a high level, and like I said, Baby Ray Varel and all them, like I said, somebody got to go. It might be the GM, it might be the coach, it might be both. But somebody got to go. Somebody got to pay for their, you know what I'm saying, for this team to have expectation and they're not living up to them. So I just wanted to get them out the way. Now when it comes to the fever. Now when it comes to the fever, I'm going to say this. I think the fever made a major mistake. They cut off their nose despite their face. And you said, what you mean by that, Duval? Let me tell you what I mean by that, Keysha. Because the chat like to listen to me sometimes. Sometimes they don't. But I'm gonna just say this anyway. The Fever biggest mistake, Keysha, they should have resigned both Odyssey Sims and Aaron McDonald. Because Caitlin Clark did not bounce back, they could pivot. Because we know Stephanie White can win with them. We know they can win with that combination. If Caitlin Clark don't bounce back, she could at least pivot and like kind of rework how the team is going to be constructed. But now you didn't allow them to get re-signed because I guess to placate Caitlin Clark and her feelings, and you know her feelings insecure with those women being behind her and the pressure that it will bring. Now you're putting all your eggs in this woman's basket. And if this doesn't work, you don't have nothing else to fall back on. And it'll be unfair to fall back on a Raven Johnson, who is a rookie who's still trying to develop as an offensive player. She should have to come in with that type of pressure and expectations. When you could have had two women that fit the system that Stephanie White had to a glove. They should have been resigned. And told Caitlin Clark, hey, if it don't work with your way within the first few games, you just going to have to play off the ball. You're going to be my 2-point guards. You just going to have to take it or leave it.
Can I just get in here right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know why they didn't do that? Let me tell you what they did. They went around the back door.
Yep.
They went to the draft and got a point guard, and they didn't want Caitlin to feel threatened.
Of course.
If they had re-signed Odyssey Sims and Aaron McDonald, a combination of the two,
both. They needed both.
They felt like at some point Caitlin would have thought they was looking over her shoulder.
She would have cracked, yes.
So in their opinion, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the baby. I'm gonna go to the draft, get a rookie. If I don't play her, she, if it all work out with Caitlin, cool. She a rookie, and she's not gonna feel threatened.
No, not at all.
By
not by Raven Johnson.
A rookie who she thinks is offensively challenged.
Yes.
They playing 9 games with Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
So that's why they didn't re-sign those veterans who could be looking over her shoulder, because they got them further than she did. But Caitlin would always be looking over her shoulder, wondering when Stephanie White gonna pivot. They didn't want that.
And that's the truth. I agree with 100%. That's why I said that's their biggest mistake. They cut off their nose despite their face. They should have said, fuck Caitlin's feelings. We need to do what's best for the organization. Caitlin just had to get over it. If she asked for a trade, then we'll just have to revisit that conversation and see what we get for her. But at the same time, what you can't do is put all your eggs in this woman's basket. If it doesn't work, the whole franchise is going to crash and burn. And you're going to lose a Kelsey Mitchell. Because remember, she only 1 year deal. Because like I said,
think she gone. Yeah.
But I think if you would have resigned those two, Odyssey Sims and Aaron McDonald, I think she probably would have been like, okay, if we got to get Caitlin up out of here, and now it's built around me. And I got 2 veterans that I can trust, that they know their role, and they know how to get me the ball, they know how to get Aaliyah Boston involved, I can stay. I see where the organization is going. But as of right now, I think Kelsey Mitchell look at the situation like, I'm the better player, but they still built around this heifer. And I think she's like, man, I'm coming out of here.
And I'm gonna tell you, I see some of the people what they saying in the chat, and I get
Yes,
what they
me too.
saying. Yes, out of the Casinos might have not wanted to be in Indiana. They'd have had to throw money at her.
Yes. Yes.
And
that's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
when money gets thrown, you start reconsidering stuff, and you tell you might tell your son, come on, move with me for a season or something. All I'm saying is money talks.
And I would say this, to add on to
But
your
they
point.
didn't want to pay them that kind of money because they would have been looking over. That's just my opinion, Chad. They'd have been looking over old girls' shoulder.
I would say this
give
too.
Odyssey Sims $1 million, then
But I'm gonna say this as well, Keysha. I didn't mean to cut you. I apologize. I didn't mean to talk to.
No, go ahead.
Soliloquy. I'll say this as well. Did they say the same thing about Chicago Sky? Nobody ain't want to go there, but money.
That's
talks.
what they said. Money talks.
What they should have did was give all the money to Odyssey Sims and Eric McDonald and draft some rookie big men and hope it works out. Because they could have went to the draft and just drafted 3 big men and just hope for the best instead of signing a Monique Billings, instead of signing a Markeisha Hines Allen. They could have used those 2 money to get those 2 women that left, kept them there, get 2 rookie centers and 3 rookie centers, and let it battle out with what's the girl name, 10th or something like that. The FSU star. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got some promise. Let them battle it out for the 4th spot and 2 backup roles and see what happens. But I would have resigned those 2. And Caitlin Clark would just have to feel intimidated. And maybe that's something that Caitlin need that would have forced her to elevate her game, to you know what I'm saying, to evolve her game. Because now you got to look over your shoulder. See, Caitlin Clark, her problem is she never had to look over her shoulder in any point of her life. In high school, the offense was built around her. In college, because she was the only 5-star that came to Iowa in like over a decade, the offense was built around her. When she got to Indiana, the offense was built around her. At some point, she needed to be uncomfortable. At some point, she had to be forced to grow up. That's the issue. She had to be forced to grow up. And if you don't force her to grow up, she gonna still have this plateau type of career that we would never see if she really reaches her full potential.
Full potential, yes.
Because she's too comfortable in her surroundings. That's why they always say, sometimes you gotta leave your hometown to really find out who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when you stay in your hometown, you get content with who you think you are and never see if you have to evolve as a person. Because you don't go through anything in your hometown where you feel like, you know what I'm saying, your back is against the wall. But if you go in another city and you don't know the city like that and you have to force yourself to learn a new system, and learn a new city, learn the legal, the politics and everything else, that's how you mature as a person. And that's the thing with Caitlin Clark. She need to mature her game. And I think the best way for her to mature her game is to force her to have to play under pressure. They have to sign what's the girl name? They have to resign Sophie Cunningham. They could get anybody to be a goon. They could. Kate Martin could have been a goon.
You know that she was complaining about her comment. She cleaned up her comments, but she was complaining.
I would tell her go back to Phoenix and sleep with her husband and make up the difference.
She's complaining because she thought she had did enough to show that she can goon, like you say, for Caitlin Clark. And she was looking for that money. But like I say, they felt like the best course of action was to bring in a rookie. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. She is a really good rookie.
Yes.
But they felt like she didn't have the same skill set offensively as a Caitlin Clark, so she wouldn't feel pressured.
I would say this.
And they have a backup plan just in case she get hurt, i.e., or she just check out.
I would say this. And this is what I'm going to describe Raven Johnson as, and I don't want my chat to get offended. But I'm going to tell you how, if I'm them, how they seeing it and how their fan base seeing it. They look at Raven Johnson like the Angel Reese of guards. They feel like she's in a box. So she's not going to threaten Caitlyn. Caitlyn feels superior to her. There's not a point of reference where they feel like Raven Johnson could take a team to where they need to go at a high level with her current skill set. With Odyssey Sims and Aaron McDonald, they have shown a proof of concept with the same roster last year that they could take this team to a high level. They have shown that they have the skill set to operate an offense the way that Stephanie White sees fit. So there's a proof of concept with that, with them two. That would make Caitlin Clark intimidated. There's not a proof of concept with Raven Johnson where they'll have to be intimidated by her presence and what she is as a basketball player, at least on the WNBA level.
Hey, man. They better get it together. That's why I'm about to get up out of here, Duval. Yes. I'm about to go watch Sky versus the Valkyries while simultaneously watching the Fever versus the Spark.
Yes. Now, I want to answer something in the chat real quick. I know Ari McDonald's hurt, but you could still re-sign her and let her rebuild, let her rehab under your...
Oh, in Indiana.
Yes. And I will believe that she'll be ready at some point in the season. I would still resign both of those women.
Because I think she got a foot injury or something. Yeah. I don't know how, and she sustained it again in Unrivaled in that first game. So I don't know how long she's gonna be out. I don't know if it's like a lingering issue, kind of like Dejanay. Because Dejanay been dealing with that foot injury for a long time. It seemed like
last year. Now I want to say, yes, Angel is way better offensively than Raven Johnson at this time. I'm just saying how they look at her fan base. I'm saying about the Indiana the organization.
Yeah, they fan base don't think she's the threat at all.
Yes, they think she's like I said, they think her offensive game is in a box. They don't think she's gonna be more than a serviceable backup from an offensive standpoint.
That's how they feel. That's what we're saying.
I'm not saying that's how I feel. I'm saying that's how they feel. That's the justification of them signing or drafting somebody like a Raven Johnson. Because you know who they could have also drafted? They could have also drafted Flajay Johnson.
Yeah.
And that would have intimidated Caitlin Clark. Because she got her own star power. She got her own somewhat smaller fan base, but still a fan base. And she's a capable scorer. And so now you got that. Now, Stephanie White could pivot. What Caitlin Clark don't want is Stephanie White pivoting from her to somebody else. Because, like I said, what Caitlin Clark got over the organization is, even if they feel like Kelsey Mitchell is the better player, Angel Reese is the bigger star. Not Angel Reese, but Caitlin Clark is the bigger star. But at some point, Stephanie White gonna say, fuck that star shit, I need to win. And what's gonna give me the best position to win? Because I'm not gonna let this woman ruin my reputation from Connecticut all the way up to last year that I know how to take a team and maximize the skill set to the high level. So Stephanie White will make that pivot, even if it costs her job. What Caitlin wanted to do is make sure that she don't have any options to make that pivot.
Yeah, Stephanie White tired of being the bridesmaid.
Yes.
At the wedding. She want to get married. She want a title. So
and before we get out of here, because I just want to say before we get out of here, if you don't think that matters, think about if you Stephanie White. I took this team a overtime win and a chronic illness from Kelsey Mitchell and a little Boston falling out away from being in the WNBA finals, and my fan base still wanted me terminated? You don't think that bothered that lady?
Yeah, it bothered.
You don't think that's a slap in her face? This ain't like this team had a bad season and they finished 9th or 10th in the league and they ain't even make the playoffs. She was overtime, a Leah Boston fouling out, and Kelsey Mitchell having a a chronic illness away from going to the WNBA fight, and I believe she would have won it. I believe they would have beaten Mercury. So imagine she was an overtime away from basically winning the championship, and her fan base still want her terminated because they feel like, yeah, you are winning, but you're not winning the way that we want you to win. And that's the issue. And that's what make her low-key resentful of a Caitlin Clark, because they know that's the reason why they still is down on the Stephanie White, even though she's shown that she could demonstrate team success.
Let me tell you something. Stephanie White, damn if she do, damn if she don't. I'm with MSL. It's not gonna end right.
No.
Unfortunately. No matter what she do. No matter what she do.
She's gonna end up leaving because it's gonna be too much for her. Cause I thought she would have left last year.
She don't want to get them to sit a satisfaction right now. Pride is going right now. She like F them. That's why she be doing them interviews and doing all that talking. F you. That's what she be saying. F you, you. Who's next? Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm gonna get hired again.
Of course. If she get on the market tomorrow, somebody will hire her.
And I'm gonna make more money.
Severely more money. And see, think about this. And this is what you got to factor in as well, too. She see that, you know what I'm saying, despite that, you know what I'm saying, her team success, she's still criticizing Caitlin in the media every chance that she get. Because she ain't going to let that heifer forget that, yeah, your game is not growing. And you're not going to be the reason why my reputation get ruined.
Right. All right. I got to get up out of here.
Yeah,
hit the like button. Look, hit the like button, y'all. I'll see y'all in the Players Club. Hopefully, my brother from another mother don't be over there crashing out. Hopefully, it's be a good game. You Sky fans, roll on over to the Players Club. You hate watchers, come on over too.
Let me ask you this. Is the Sky game nationally televised?
Now that I don't know. I hadn't even went to go check yet. I was actually watching the Aces and the Sun, even though they was getting their butt whooped because they was on USA Network.
Cause I was say, do the thing like you did, like what we did last time when we played the audio.
I don't know if I ain't gonna be able to do that while Bro Clark is calling the game, Duval.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no. He gonna do his own thing.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know if that game is. Oh, it's still showing it's not on, but maybe it is. Oh, it's on, but they talking, so it ain't started yet. It's on League Pass, but I don't see if it's on. Somebody know in the chat? I don't know.
If Brokaw calling the game anyway, it don't matter. So I'm not gonna try to.
No, I was just trying to figure out where to go watch it at. That's what I was trying to do. Yesterday I was having
game on USA Network, but we ain't.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's what it is. All right, chat. Let me go. FIBA's on USA Network, so that means Chicago's on the League Pass. All right, then. I'm out of here, chat. Y'all hit the like button. Duval, stop being a menace to society.
I'm trying to. I just don't want to be harassed. That's all.
I'm
trying to work in peace. I just try to come to work in peace. That's all. That's all I ask.
No,
Can I come to work in peace?
That's every day.
That's all I just want to come to work in peace. That's all.
Good night. What you trying to do? All right, I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Peace and hell grease.
Oh.